Hi Taurus, welcome to my reading for the month of March. So I guess we can get started. So let's see what's the main energy coming in for you. What's the main energy for the month of March for Taurus? What's the main energy coming in for the month of March for Taurus? What's the main energy coming in for March for Taurus? What's the main energy coming in for March for Taurus? Okay, and we have a Two of Wands reversed. Oh. What is the main energy coming in March for Taurus? What is the main energy? Okay, we have a Four of Cups. I feel like you will be maybe feeling kind of lost. Maybe you will be lacking kind of an objective perspective on your life in this certain point of, like in this month. And I feel like this will make you kind of question what it is that you want in your life. Maybe it will be hard for you to make some decisions in the month of March, Taurus, because you will not maybe really know what to focus on in the month of March. So it will be hard for you to pick the direction where you wanna put in your energy, or what it is that you want to choose in the month of March, if you will have some decisions, as I said. I feel like you'll be very indecisive about some stuff, especially about what it is that you want. Okay, we have a Five of Pentacles reversed, the Ace of Coins, and the Eight of Wands reversed. Okay, I feel like this will kind of make you feel kind of I would say unstable, kind of on your when it comes to your mental state, kind of. I feel like it will just like you'll feel maybe upset about some stuff because you'll be maybe questioning yourself in a lot of ways, or your life. There will be just like this lack of perspective on your life, a lot of kind of like closed-minded, I would say, thinking. Maybe, as I said, there is some possibilities for you and opportunities, possible potentials for something new starting out. But I feel like you'll be blocking it in some kind of sense. I feel like, as I said, you'll be having trouble to decide what it is that is good for you, or what it is that you want. In this kind of sense, you'll be very indecisive, and that's why you might kind of pass on some opportunities that you will have in the month of March, or maybe hold on, pause, and like don't do anything about them at the moment, because you'll be still questioning mostly yourself, I would say. It isn't about questioning anything around you. I feel like it has a lot to do with questioning yourself, doubting yourself maybe in some way, doubting your life and your choices that you made in it. That's why you'll be kind of putting things on hold, because you'll be in the moment of questioning your whole life. That's why you'll be wanting to put all the decisions and communication on the side. Maybe you'll be kind of blocking the communication with people, or I wouldn't say blocking. I just think like you'll be necessarily distancing yourself in the way of taking time off from talking from people, but mostly like blocking the clear communication with them. not being maybe completely honest about what it is that is going on in your mind. And as I said, you'll be probably not using the opportunities in the month of March. But I don't think you'll be necessarily passing on from them. You're just putting this decision on hold more like. You will not maybe necessarily want to make any decision, as I said, in the month of March. So let's see more clarification so we can get more informations on the month of March for Taurus. What energies or what else can we know about month of March for Taurus? What else is there in the March for Taurus? What else is there in the month of March for Taurus? What else is there in the month of March for Taurus? What is the energy? March for Taurus. March for Taurus. Okay. And we have the Princess of Discs, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. Okay. Wait, let me check this card. This is a new deck. So yeah, I just feel like you will be in this energy of not having an idea of what it is that you want. Like there's so many, I feel like what I'm getting is there's so many possibilities, and you will be asking yourself, why did I pick that? Why did I choose that? Why did I choose to do that and go in that direction? You know? I feel like you'll be kind of feeling lost, like in the sense like you don't know where is your place and why are you in the place you are right now. That's why I'm kind of getting this kind of instability on the mental breakdown, mental background. I meant, if it's just like this block in taking the action, because I feel like you have the potential for taking this action, for making those decisions that are coming in, that might be coming in the month of March. I feel like the most of the reason for why you'll be feeling so kind of broken down in the month of March is because you will just like not being able to give yourself any specific answer. Maybe you'll be, as I said, having the troubles still with making those decisions you have to make in the month of March. You'll be just like searching for this kind of answer with this Two of Wands reverse, but there will be just like no answer at all, because you would just run out of perspectives to look at it, the ways of thinking about this. And it will leave you just unsatisfied. Because no matter how much you try to think about this, there's no answer coming in. You just don't know. I feel like you'll be feeling very lost in this type of sense. There's like this will for changing something, or like giving yourself an answer, or like validation for what it is that you're doing. But I feel like it will be still questionable for you. As I said, I don't think it will be that easy for you to find this answer, or even this honesty with yourself that would give you that answer. But let's get more clarification on that. March for Taurus. March for Taurus. March for Taurus. What else is there? Okay. And we have a priestess. What else is there? What else can we know for March for Taurus? Okay, we have the Prince of Swords. I feel like there will be the need of doing something, but I feel like all of this will stay only in your head, and that might be the biggest obstacle on your way. I feel like there's this need to do something, to maybe do something differently or try something different in the way of maybe finding the answer, and there's like the will to do that. But I feel like all of this will for wanting to do that is only staying without the action actually. The will is there but not action on this. You know, it's like only in the head, only thoughts. Maybe the decision you want to make or choices, but you don't seem to really act on them, Taurus. Okay, let's see. One more card of clarification. For Taurus for March. What else is there for Taurus for March? Okay. We have the Two of Cups, the Ten of Discs, and the Sun. Okay. Okay, let me first of all check the card. I get the feeling you will be just like feeling this higher kind of calling to kind of reflect. Because I feel like you'll be opening yourself up for these possibilities you have in your life that you maybe never used. And you'll be kind of called to reflect on that. But as I said, I feel like there will be this will to act on this reflection, to do something about this, to do something new, do something different. Out of the usual life, maybe out of the comfort zone even you're in. But as I said, I feel like it will be mostly staying in your head. It will be mostly just thoughts. No actual action towards it. But there's something new coming in. Something very good looking. And I don't know where is it coming from. Because we have the Sun, the Ten of Discs, and Two of Cups. And it's all coming from this Nine of Swords, and I'm intrigued. How does that happen? So let's maybe get some clarification on that. How is it coming from this Nine of Swords? How is it coming for you, Taurus? For this Nine of Swords. And we have the Six of Discs. Success. Oh. Okay, I feel like the more you thought about this, the more complicated it got. The more you kind of got fixed on those thoughts and trying to figure it out, where the answer was actually simple, whatever it might be. And I feel like it made you kind of fixed up on it that you ran out of those thoughts and once you run out of those thoughts, and you kind of had this, maybe you will have this kind of breakdown kind of phase. I feel like there will be answers coming after that, because you will see the situation, the answer will just come, okay? Whatever you were looking for, I feel like it will come, and it will give you a chance to actually do something about this. Because what was making you kind of, what will be making you kind of in the month of March, kind of feel even worse and worse about this, is the fact that you wanted to do something about this, but you couldn't. It just all stayed in your head. But I feel like after all this thinking about this, trying to be logical about this, trying to figure it out in God knows what ways, I feel like this answer will come once you will let go of it. Once you will run out of all of the possibilities of what it is. And it will bring you something new. It will bring you this kind of careless energy and this kind of peace of mind where you are happy with the answer you got. And I feel like it will be very simple, and it will help you start something new, you know? Like plant some kind of seed. Okay, let's get some clarification on that. That will be helpful. What is the clarification for Taurus? What will be helpful in the month of March? Clarification for Taurus that will be helpful in the month of March. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles. Oh, okay. The Four of Swords. And one more card of clarification. And we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, I feel like the clarification for you for the month of March, Taurus, is the fact that because you will be holding on so much to this thought or whatever it is you'll be reflecting on, actually on your choices or whatever it might be, I feel like the basis of it all is mostly something spiritual, some questioning yourself, stuff like that. Some kind of inner calling to reflect on that, but not necessary, just like reflecting on your choices in life, maybe career wise, but not necessary. Either way, I feel like you'll be holding on so much to this thought that it will force you to kind of disconnect to the whole world, so you can put the attention fully into this thought, into this reflection, because I feel like you will realize that it's the only way to figure it out, you know? But that might be not completely the case, because in that way you just kind of drained yourself out by thinking about this and not finding any of those answers actually at the end. But as I said, either way, after you this kind of this breakdown or this collapsing, whatever it might be, whatever it is about, I feel like it is necessary for you to let go of it and actually see get the answer you need, because you will let go on it, because the answer, it doesn't lay in logic, it doesn't lay in you thinking about this and trying to figure it out. It's more about just knowing it, receiving this answer, not searching for it necessary and trying to find it. Either way, you'll be definitely looking for this kind of fulfillment. I feel like it would be very important for you in the month of March to try to find this kind of answer, or it's even it doesn't have to be that deep of like answer. It might be just you trying to figure out the decision for something, trying to figure out what choice you should make about something, if you should act on something. But as I said, I feel like you'll be getting very engaged into this thought and putting all of your attention on it until you don't drain yourself out. But either way, you'll be looking for this answer to this kind of fulfillment, because I feel like it will be very important for you. I feel like it's, as I said, it's something of a more spiritual, self-development kind of background in that. It's something of you just looking for this kind of fulfillment, because you look for the fulfillment in life through this answer, because you want to make some changes. Okay, I get more clarity now on this reading. You want to make changes, you want to act on this will to do something differently, but I feel like it all stays in your head and makes you go a little bit irritated by it, because you don't know what exactly you want to do. You want to go and do something, put some kind of seed, plant some kind of by some kind of action something in your life, but the whole problem lies in the fact that you don't know what do you want to exactly do, even though you have this feeling like you want to do something, like you want to act on something. You can't use it because you don't know what it is that you want. You are just feeling lost. You see all these opportunities and you see how you ask yourself how you never used some of those. Why did you turn out to live the life you live, or be in the area of your life that you are in? And after you realize that you want to do something about this, but you have this deep calling for doing something about this and exploring those possibilities, but you just can't seem to decide and act on it, because you don't know what you want to exactly act on. And that's what you'll be doing. You'll be exploring those thoughts, reflections, possibilities, opportunities, trying to figure out the right choice, the right way to go about this, or interpret this feeling you have, this will to do something, make the decision about something, pick something, do something, act on something, but it will be just blocked. Because you don't know what it is. You're blocking there's lack of communication. You want to do something, but you don't know what it is that you want, and that will kind of low-key make you kind of go crazy because of that. Very irritated, because you suddenly feel very lost in life. I feel like, at least some of you, if it's in that deep of a sense, but for some of it maybe just in a certain area of your life. Okay, let's see what is the spiritual meaning behind this month. What kind of spiritual message can be found behind this month, in the month of March, for Taurus? Okay, we have the word. Yeah, that is pretty much accurate. Let's get more clarification on that. We have the 7 of Nature. And one more card. Spiritual message for March for Taurus. And we have the Creative Power. Okay. Okay. So spiritual message behind this month, behind the month of March for you, Taurus, is you kind of noticing, trying to figure out the world around you and what does you want to do about this. Because I feel like you see, or you ever feel, and you see objectively how much possibilities you have in this month. I mean, in this month, like in overall, how much possibilities you have in your life, or you had. Just seeing kind of the expansion of life, kind of seeing more than just your life and how you can act on other things. This kind of creativity, you will see the world around you and be so creative and just wanting to do something about this, but just there's something that is stopping you. There's something else about the past that needs to be resolved. Maybe it has something to do with the past. It's something about being creative about your own mistakes from the past, instead of kind of crying about them. Like, how did I pick, why did I pick that, why did I do that, why am I where I am? Because maybe you will be kind of sad about your decisions, whatever it might be. The point is that because you are noticing and being more objective about it, you can see more possibilities about this. And the point is for you to notice those possibilities and use them in the way that is beneficial for you. So the point of noticing, like, yeah, there might be a trigger that might make you reflect on your mistakes or your decisions, choices in life. But the point of the dial is for you to notice opportunities and use them. There are always like two sides to that. It's never negative or positive. And in this case, it's for you to notice this other side as well, which is actually seeing this opportunities and this time using them correctly, maybe, if that's the point, or using them consciously based on what it is that you want. Okay, let me get you some guidance, Taurus. What is the guidance for Taurus for March? Spiritual guidance. What kind of guidance there is for Taurus for March? Okay, we have the Sun. As I said, again, I get the feeling of, I don't have the Sun 2 times. Again, I get the feeling of you kind of needing to notice the two sides of this case. So it's important for you to get to this point where you get drained out and experience this one side of this realization. I kind of think for some of you it might be even the spiritual awakening kind of stuff. So you can notice the low-key spiritual awakening. So you can notice the bad side of it, and then you know, like after a night there always comes out the sun, you know, and so you can later on experience the positive side of this realization, this awakening kind of, if that is in this kind of accent, and if it's that deep. Okay, let's see, what is the spiritual guidance for the Taurus for March? Okay, and we have whatever it was called, and one more card for guidance. Okay, again, it's basically the meaning of what I just said. It's like once you are kind of like what's the expression in English? Once you're kind of like on the edge, only then you will see the answer, because it will come when you are at the edge, like as I said, at this breakdown point, or after it. After you're just like so done and so like, yeah, that kind of energy I'm getting. So I kind of get a feeling for most of you, you might be like draining yourself out, coming to this, but to this point of breakdown, but I feel like it will be needed so this realization can come in. And you can see the brighter side of it. After you will get the answer. It doesn't have to be a specific answer you're looking for. It's just some kind of realization or this different kind of perspective on things that will come after this breakdowns, that will help you see the situation in a different way. But yeah, I feel like this breakdown phase will be kind of important in this process. Like it's actually like what's the word? I don't know what's the word. Crucial in this process. What is the guidance for Taurus for March? Taurus for March. I don't think there's really much of a guidance, because I think that for you, Taurus, the month of March is more about just some kind of higher calling going on here. As I said, some type of a realization awakening going on. So it isn't really something that, it's more of a process that you have to experience to gain better outlook on life. And we have the 10 of Bloods. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the best guidance here for you is just survive the night and believe that the day will come after it, you know. Just face what it is that you have to face, because after it there is like content coming in. Either way, after this, whatever it might be, like breakdown, whatever, the collapse, something just not working out, like, you know, running out of ideas, running out of answers, running out of possibilities, whatever it might be, running out, just this anxiety or whatever it might be. Okay, so let me get you advice message, Taurus, for the month of March. What is the advice message for Taurus in March? What is the advice message? What is the advice message for the Taurus for the March? March for Taurus. March for Taurus. What is the advice and message for Taurus in March? What is the advice message for Taurus in March? Oops. Okay. Okay, so that is actually very spiritual guidance. So listen to your angels. Ask your angels and listen to your intuition. Ask your angels and listen to your intuition. Okay? So that's for you, for your own interpretation, just for message for you. Which I think is very beneficial in this situation that I'm seeing. Okay, so that's all I have for you, Taurus, for the month of March. Let me know how your month is going. And yeah, have a great rest of the month. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.